What's up guys, Gym Trainer here. We're gonna be talking about how to do the perfect push-up from head to toe with proper biomechanics, proper execution, and a small anatomy tip that I'm gonna give you. It will change the way you do push-ups from now on. Let's get started. Push-up is a great bodyweight exercise, one of my favorite exercises actually, to train chest, shoulder, tricep, as well as core and glutes, and many more if you're doing the right one. First thing first, let's talk about the biomechanics of the perfect push-up. I see a lot of people who are performing push-up, they either look up or look down to their feet. In either way, you are putting a lot of pressure in your neck area. So instead, you want to keep your neck straight and neutral. Alright, moving on to shoulder and scapula region. Do yourself a favor and do not shrug up your shoulders. Instead, you want to depress and retract your shoulder. This will put you in a better alignment. Check out these two different push-ups with different scapula positions and tell me which one is getting the most out of the exercise. Yes, you guessed it right, one that's on the right side. And here is why. By bringing shoulder blades back and down, you are opening up a space for your chest to do the job. This will make a huge difference in chest development. However, if you do not retract and depress the shoulder blades, instead of your chest, your shoulder will roll forward and do the entire job. This position is not an optimal position for your shoulder, and it might even cause a shoulder impingement in the future. Alright, I hope you have paid attention to my elbow and forearm alignment. I see a lot of people performing push-ups with their elbows at 90 degrees, which we know this is not going to allow any subacromial space in the shoulder joints, which might cause a problem in the future. So instead, you want to drop them down to 30 to 45 degrees. This is a perfect degree where you generate the most power and as well as protecting your shoulders. And now we are moving on to core and glutes. I have talked about this in my last video, suitcase carry versus farmer's carry. You want to be able to posteriorly tuck your pelvis and engage your core, and at the same time squeeze your glutes. You can actually see the contraction of my glutes here. This way you're not only training your core and glutes, you're actually stabilizing your kinetic chain from head to toe. Alright, now let's talk about the execution of the perfect push-up. How many times have you guys seen this? I see a lot of guys doing push-ups so fast, so quick, they're not going through the full range of motion. Yes, they might be able to do a lot of push-ups, but they're not the quality push-ups that I'm looking for. Best way to go about the full range of motion is if you think about an egg that is right directly under your sternum, you want to get close to it, but you do not want to crush it. Last but not least, let's talk about the tip that I mentioned earlier. Now, as you know, I try to base everything on science, and I want you to understand what our chest actually does. There's two things that our chest does. We know that our chest muscle does horizontal push. That's why we do push-ups, bench press, etc. But that's not the only function of the chest. It also does horizontal adduction, meaning that bringing your arm towards the midline and even across. So how do you apply this to your push-up? Here's how. One way of doing it is actively bringing your hands together. Even though they're fixed on the ground, you're going to be activating your chest fibers way more than if you were not actively bringing your arm together. That's all I have to say, guys, for the perfect push-up. If you like this video, please share, comment, and subscribe. If you're looking for a training program, I currently offer 4 different ways to train with me: one-on-one training, online programs, virtual training, and customized program for your needs. They're all available at trainwithjam.com, and I will see you next time. Thank you.